In many parts of the world, washing hands with soap is an everyday activity that isn't given too much thought. In other areas, effective hand washing with soap is much more of a challenge due to lack of budgets, awareness, or encouragement. Without simple and effective hand washing comes a great deal of health issues and communicable diseases, which all affect the lives and education of children around the world. This is the reality for many schools in rural India, who often have very limited access to hand washing facilities. Even if hand washing facilities exist, they may lack soaps, may not be functional, or may not be in adequate numbers. A solution has, however, been found for this, and this is through the midday meal program, which encourages daily group hand washing. Proper hand hygiene is especially important around meal times, before preparing and eating food. Implemented in about 1.2 million schools in India, the midday meal scheme, initiated by the Ministry of Human Resources Development, provides free meals to children in these schools across the country on a daily basis. It is vital that those preparing the meals and the children also wash their hands with soap. In some areas where children eat their meals with their hands, washing their hands with soap before midday meal makes a great impact on their health. The students at the school believe that washing hands in groups will encourage good habits to form and help them educate each other on hygiene practices. Previously, the children would wash their hands hurriedly, where a child would operate a water pump and all the other children would push their way forwards to clean their hands. This resulted in children falling over, some injuring their fingers operating the pump or dropping the soap on the floor, and at best, washing their hands ineffectively. The school has been given the budget to put in place multiple hand washing facilities that allow children to wash their hands with soap in a group on a daily basis. They no longer have to push forward to access the water or operate a manual pump or wash their hands in a hurry, and above all, this is an absolute fun time for the children, which they never want to miss on an everyday basis. When the children practice daily group hand washing, it leads into a formation of a healthy habit. Children can interact with their peers and see their teachers and principal doing the same and showing a good example. The principal tracks progress of daily group hand washing with an action plan poster. The school can then see clearly how their efforts are doing to make sure they have consistent progress. When children leave the class to go to the bathroom, they are reminded to wash their hands properly with soap. This is repeated in front of the class every time to encourage them to remember and make it a habit. It only sustains if this whole transformation is steered and owned by children themselves. Child cabinets formed in schools are student representatives who take leadership roles in ensuring that every child washes hands in a group before meals, that hand washing stations are functional and soaps are available daily. They learn the importance of hand washing from teachers, practice it themselves, and transfer the knowledge to their peers in the school, their families, and their communities. The government is allocating funds to ensure that there is sufficient soap and clean water available to schools to enable the children to participate in daily group hand washing before midday meals. This project has shown what can be achieved by a body of empowered children, supportive school teachers, and a willing government, and is spreading throughout the country to bring good hygiene habits to millions more school children and sustain the healthy habit of daily group hand washing before the midday meal.